is up in the madness. The people is giving the damage. They turn into animal savage. Tyrannos and hippos and mammoths. The hero is coming, I'm locked in. You know that I'm winning, I'm top 10. You know that I came from the dog pen. You want it, you get it, you drop dead. The rebel who came from the bottom. My enemies know that I got it. I'm planting my seeds in gardens, then watching them sprout and harvest. The greatest was always in my plans. Battle the kid is white flags. Not on my level where I stand. Got it, I'm shooting a hot hand. Out of the gym, I was locked out. I failed, the kid was a dropout. I changed the game and it's up now. The city, they need me, it's clear now. The people is giving the damage. The people is giving the...
Sandman, I can tap dance through the energy blast. Run flat, never pop your orbit. I keep energy in storage. I see spinning the globe, my fingertip itch. If I could pluck the earthquake hit, look at the wrist, look at your body, I shake it and shift. Big fish in a small pond, Godzilla with a boot on. I step into your lawn, turn skyscrapers into croutons. Hit the button going high speed, need a megaphone to announce me. I move through the pygmies in the top pick, got a pick fleas. Sit back, better breathe deep. Look around and they looking at me. 10 toes still never defeat. Push button never needed a key. Icy ain't ready for me. Hot boy still 100 degrees. I cross eyes and I dotted the T's. E&D till I leave in peace.
The people is giving the damage. The people is giving the... The people is giving the damage. The people is giving the...
Playoff football from Tough Street Stadium. Does it get much better than that? Here on the OH Report, thank you so much for joining us here live and free on YouTube and or Facebook. My name is Jonathon Langdon. We've got the Danville Blue Devils, the #1 team in Region 27, taking on the Notre Dame Titans out of Portsmouth. We'll have all of the action for you coming up soon. Be with us here on the OH Report.
Avita Home Health and Hospice is locally owned, locally managed. All of our staff, our board, everybody are members of the local community. Our medical director is a member of our local community and has practiced in Bucyrus for over the last 10 years. When you call in, you're getting a local person. The nurses that you talk to all live, work, and recreate in your community. I mean, I've been doing this for 16 years and I've taken care of 3 generations of some families. We're the hometown people.
Take a look at all the action from Friday night football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Let's go.
Jonathon Langdon and Shane Young with you live and free on the OH Report. Whether on YouTube or on Facebook, we are live, and Danville just finished up the national anthem, making their way over to make the tunnel for the Blue Devils as they get ready to come out here with 7 minutes to go before we get things started. So before we do get things started, let's go ahead and take a look at both of these teams, starting with Portsmouth Notre Dame, a team that is 6-5 on the year. They have secured at least a 500 record after their Week 11 win against Shadyside, which was a revenge win. In fact, they lost to them back in Week 5, and were able to get them the best of them 34-12 in this last meeting. They also took down Sciotaville East 48-6, and also Sims Valley. So they are on a 3-game winning streak of their own. So this Notre Dame team, not a team to be slept on. I know they're an 8 seed, but they love to pass the football, and there's a reason for that. They got a star at quarterback, Ethan Kingery. He wears number 8 for this Notre Dame team. He's got 1,200 passing yards, and you may be wondering, that's not too much to say he's a star. Well, that's in the last 6 games. He missed the first 5 games of the year, 15 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. The KMAC does not see, other than maybe A.J. Bauer from Northmore, they don't see efficiency very much like that with passing the football. So it'll be interesting to see how Danville adjusts to a team that loves to throw the ball, and Ethan Kingery, that's the name to watch out for this team with Portsmouth Notre Dame. For the Danville Blue Devils, team that everyone, of course, here on the OH Report is familiar with, 9-2. Matthew Bloom heading them up in his 3rd season. He was the offensive coordinator for a couple of years before fully taking over. They went 6-1 in the KMAC, falling just short of the Golden Knights for a share of the KMAC title, a conference that has been really tough the last couple of years, especially this year. Danville is the only team in the KMAC in Division 7, and even still, they have been able to take down some of these bigger schools and pave the way for a couple of big wins as well. They've won their last 3, of course, you see on your screen. Bridgeport, the 16 seed in round number 1, light work of the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs before that, their arch rivals, East Knox, 36-6 was the big win there, and I haven't even talked about it yet. It's sitting on your screen. I'm sure you've read it already. They've only given up 25 yards in the last 2 weeks running the football. East Knox got 20 on them. Bridgeport only got 5, so that is going to be huge for Danville. Can they keep that run defense going against a team especially that loves to pass the football? Don't give them any other options other than to try and go their way. And if you can make them one-dimensional, that can definitely help your case here today as the 1 seed to take care of business against the 8. Player spotlight is Jacob Hackman. Last week, I'll be honest, I missed the fact that he had 4 touchdown passes. We don't keep stats up here in the booth. I probably would have made him our MVP last week, but here he is off of his best performance of the season, passing the football. The first time this year he got over 100 yards through the air. 8 of 13, that's very efficient. We're used to him being that efficient, and then also the 4 touchdowns that I mentioned before. So big week for him against Bridgeport. See if he can do the same here against a team that loves to pass the football, so you would think that they would have a good passing defense to match up with it. Keys to the game for Notre Dame, because we're still waiting on Danville to come on out. 4 minutes to go before kickoff. Keys to victory for Notre Dame. Air raid offense, they love it. They're going to live and die by it. So that Danville secondary that has been tested a couple of times this year, they lost to a team that loves to throw the football back in Week 5 against Northmore. They lost 41-6. That was a season-changing game for the Blue Devils. Since then, they have really locked things up defensively, but if Notre Dame can get them back into that slide, that would be fun to see how Notre Dame can stay close and potentially keep in this game. Quick hitters is another big key. If you can get some big plays, really demoralize the defense, that will go hand in hand with your success as well. For the Danville Blue Devils, their keys to victory, just play your way. You love running the football. You've got 2 really good running backs, Boom and Zoom. You've got Aiden Burke, the senior. You've got Siren Wallace, the freshman. You've got that yin-yang connection. If you play through them, you should have good success. You didn't really have to use them against Bridgeport, so they should be well rested for this matchup here tonight. And then also house call. We talked about the secondary and how Notre Dame wants to take advantage of the secondary of Danville, but I'm saying that the Blue Devils need to get a couple of picks and maybe even take one to the house, and make that sort of statement that can help them win this 1-8 matchup against Notre Dame. Back out to the field we go. We've got about 2.5 minutes left here before we kick this off. Danville still has not made their way out to the field yet, and while we wait for them, I want to take a second to thank our sponsors bringing us here today again. Blue Devil Nation, you have been so supportive of this group and so supportive of us as well. We're excited to be back with you another week. Want to say thanks to the Bottleneck Bar and Grill just down the road. Saw it on the way in. Thank you to them. Family owned and operated with locally sourced produce and cold drinks in a safe, clean, friendly place to be. Also, thank you to Valley ATV. Valley ATV in Danville, your local Polaris and Can-Am dealer, here for all of your sales, parts, and accessory needs. Thank you to Panchos Tacos, our MVP sponsor when we get to that towards the end of the game. Come on down to Panchos Tacos in Mansfield, Belleville, or Mount Vernon for the best food and drinks in town. Try our delicious tacos, rice bowls, fajitas, and of course, margaritas after the game. See you soon, amigos. Also, thank you to Danville Feed and Supply, your local source for all of your hardware, lumber, and feed needs. We'll meet with them every time we take a replay today. Also, thank you to the Hangout, Knox Community Hospital, Killbuck Savings Bank, Avita Home Health, and Hospice. Those are all of our sponsors here today. Still no Danville, and actually it looks like now we're going to see the Blue Devils make their way to the field. That actually looks like Notre Dame. Notre Dame wearing white. Blue Devils, when you see them come out, they're wearing blue for the final time at home with their seniors. And that's a big deal here for the Blue Devils because this is a place that they haven't lost since 2022, and Danville takes a lot of pride in keeping that streak alive. And those guys over there looking like the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, the Notre Dame Titans, are going to look to try and change that here. And I think it's interesting to note, Danville this year lost to a really pass-heavy team in Northmore, and the last time they lost to a team here at Tough Street Stadium was also against a pass-heavy offense back in 2022, the Centerburg Trojans. So the Titans have the playbook, they have the blueprint, I guess I should say, to make it happen. But these guys are going to try and stop them. Here come the Danville Blue Devils, flags and all. Bright blue jerseys for the final time at home. Top team in Division 7, Region 27. "12 minutes back on the clock. Make sure to leave a comment. Let us know where you're watching from. We'll get to those throughout the game here this evening. I'll tell you, when I got here today, I forgot. Well, I didn't forget, but I was wondering what it was going to be like coming in and the sun already being down before the ball was even kicked. Of course, daylight savings didn't drop the hour back this time around, and here we are in a pitch black first quarter. 12 minutes on the clock, and the kickoff team for Danville will elect to receive. So they are going to start with the football. Notre Dame makes their way out to the field. Across the OH report, we're going to keep you up to date with some scores in the area. Just kind of go through what's going on today. Number 2, Hillsdale taking on number 7, Wyndham. Number 6, Clyde going up against number 3, Ontario. Number 10, Ottawa Glandorf up against number 2, Shelby. Number 2, Northmore up against number 10, Centerburg. That's probably our game of the day. Another KMAC matchup, this time a rematch between those two sides that were really close in the regular season. A couple more to go along with that. Grandview Heights taking on Colonel Crawford. Here from Tough Street Stadium, we are kicked off. It gets lobbed up over the top. Mickley almost went and got it, but here's Levi Foray just diving to the ground, and first drive of the day will start right at the 30-yard line for the Danville Blue Devils. So the Blue Devils with Jacob Hackman coming off of his best passing game of the season. He will lead the offense here with a 1st down and 10 impending. Blue Devils, it'll be interesting to see what they decide to do out of the gates. They've got Aiden Burke to the left hip of Hackman. here on 1st down and 10. First play from scrimmage, and it's from the Danville Blue Devils here at home. Lightly high snap. It's given to Aiden Burke. Aiden Burke pushes forward, easily has the first down, almost equals his total from last week already. He only had 4 carries last week for 16 yards. There's your Hangout first down. So Aiden Burke with a solid start today. So there is Boom. Justin Tharp is going to go out to the field. Burke will come off. And here's Siren Wallace now back behind Jacob Hackman. Wallace wearing number 12, just a freshman. Stands 5'7", 145. He'll get the toss. He'll go to the outside. Zooms past a couple, and he's back to the line of scrimmage. Taken down. Big hit, and a flag flies. So Danville will pick up the flag, and that will move them back 10 yards. Back to pretty much, not necessarily where they started, 5 yards from where they started. They're at the 35 here on what will be 1st down and 19.
After the penalty, ball places the 35-yard line. 1st and 19, Danville.
So with 1st down and long, Hackman will go under center. 2 receivers way out of the way of the box. Hackman will roll out. 2 rushers trying to get to him. Throw gets off, and Levi Ferre not quite able to get there on time. So good pressure from Notre Dame forces the incompletion, and 2nd down and long incoming.
2nd and 19 at the 35-yard line.
Jacob Hackman only 5 incompletions last game. There's his first already on his first pass. Coach Bloom said after that game against Bridgeport that they need to start building up their pass game because it needs to be respected when they get to the later stages of the playoffs. So expect to see them throw maybe even more than they did last week against Bridgeport, against this Notre Dame team that I'm sure is used to defending the pass in practice. Aiden Burke, his 2nd carry of the day. He breaks through the pack. He's got 1 to stiff arm. He's not going to get him down yet. He's still fighting with him, and now finally breaks through. He's going to get thrown into the end zone for the first touchdown of the day. That is tough, hard-nosed football. That summarizes what this Danville Blue Devil team is all about. The first score is a long run to the end zone. A 65-yard rush touchdown. Just a minute and a half into this game. Danville doesn't kick extra points. They're going for 2. Hackman under center, 2 backs behind him, Byers and Wallace. They'll go to Siren Wallace. He shifts to the left, and it looks like he's in. Official says he is. How about it, Danville? You're up 8-0, just a minute and a half into the game. We'll be back live and free on the OH Report.
Avita Home Health and Hospice is locally owned, locally managed. All of our staff, our board, everybody are members of the local community. Our medical director is a member of our local community and has practiced in Bucyrus for over the last 10 years. When you call in, you're getting a local person. The nurses that you talk to all live, work, and recreate in your community. I mean, I've been doing this for 16 years and I've taken care of 3 generations of some families. We're the hometown people.
Already 8-0. Danville, in just 4 plays, had a 65-yard rushing touchdown from their senior, Aiden Burke. They'll squib this kick. It looks like it was going to go out of bounds. Notre Dame picked it up. Not sure what the decision was about there, but Boston Mayberry, the freshman, grabs the ball before it goes out. It would have taken them all the way up to the 35. But that mistake makes it now first down and 10. And the ball is marked at the 23-yard line. So I think the decision there from Mayberry, he didn't see how close Danville was behind him, so he just decided to grab it. That would be what I think what happened. So he didn't look before he let it go out of bounds. And that mistake brings them back 12 yards from where they probably should be right now to start their drive. This is Ethan Kingery in the shotgun. He'll give it to his running back, and the running back breaks to the outside. Danville quickly gets to him, however, and it will be a gain of just about 3. So in one run, Notre Dame already almost outrushed Bridgeport last week against Danville. Of course, the Bulldogs, 16 seed in the region last week, only had 5 yards rushing. That was another team that liked to throw the ball. Notre Dame likes to do it as well, and most of their highlights last week against Shadystad were through the hands of Ethan Kingery. Under 10 minutes left here in the first quarter. We've got 2nd down and 7 from the 26-yard line of Notre Dame. Takes the snap. He's looking to throw. Steps up in the pocket, close to the line of scrimmage. He gets his pass off. It's complete up the middle for a Notre Dame first down. Completion goes to number 7, Archie West. Good job by him to just keep that pocket presence going. Both rushers went behind the play. He just moved himself up and easily found his freshman, Archie West. So move the chains for the Titans. It is first down and 10 from the 39 of Portsmouth, Notre Dame. A near 3-hour drive for them to get here today. Some pressure up front. Good job to get out of there. The throw on the run is a little bit off. Pass was intended, it looked like, for Luke Cassidy. So that incompletion will make it now 2nd down and 10. Shout out a couple people watching live and free. I'm on Facebook right now. Shout out to Aaron, Gail, Gigi, Deb, and Janet. Thanks for joining us on Facebook. Clock stopped at 8:56 after that incompletion. Kingery, the junior, was looking for his junior counterpart, Luke Cassidy. And now we see a whistle blown, and with the play clock about to expire, a timeout will be called by Coach Buster Davis. Will talk it over with his team. So Buster Davis heads up this team, 2nd year at the helm. Former NFL linebacker, was drafted by the Arizona Cardinals back in 2007. Also played for Houston, played for Indianapolis. And he was an NFL linebacker, and that explains a lot about why he's comfortable throwing the football. He knows what to see. He knows what to read as an NFL linebacker, and he can basically tell his quarterback, Ethan Kingery, hey, don't do this, because if I was back there, I'd be picking it off. So gives a little chat to Kingery, who now will be in the shotgun all alone with 5 wide here out of the timeout. 2nd down and 10, ball on the 39-yard line of Notre Dame with 8:56 to go in the first quarter. Danville threatening with 4 rushers. Linebacker steps back into coverage. That was Byers. Pocket collapses. Byers is going to rush the quarterback. He takes a bad angle, and easily getting close to the first down marker was Ethan Kingery. So good run from him on 2nd down. That'll make it 3rd and short.
Brings up a 3rd down and 2, Titans from the 47-yard line.
Kingery ran out of bounds, so the clock remains at 8:47 with this 3rd down and 2 on the Titans 47, getting close to midfield here. It's a quick pass, and it goes over the head of Bryce McGraw. You cannot afford mistakes like that against a Danville team, and this is 4th down. Are you going to go for it? Because you know that if you give Danville the football back, they just scored in 4 plays. They could very well do it again. Kingery remains out on the field, so that tells me they are going to go for it, and they already used a timeout. So if you use another one, that really hurts you here in this first half. Not a great start if you're Notre Dame. 4th down and 2. This is a huge play. 5 wide again. Kingery all alone in the pocket. Takes the snap, looking quick. Throws it. I think that was short. And it was. The official near side calls it incomplete. Cassidy couldn't haul it in. Here's your second look thanks to Danville Feed and Supply. It's awfully close, but from my angle, looked like it was down, so officials got it right, and Danville will take over on downs. Time now for a Hangout first down as Jacob Hackman makes his way back out to the field. He's 0 for 1 on passes. Aiden Burke, however, 2 rushes, 77 yards, and a touchdown. First down and 10. Blue Devils all set to try and take it to a 2-score lead. Aiden Mickley in motion. He'll take the long toss and go to the near side. He's got blockers up ahead. Gets taken down from behind. He's still churning forward close to the 20. He'll be taken down at the 21. Look at these blockers up ahead. Well done by the Blue Devils. And Aiden Mickley just keeps those feet going, and he's simply dragged down at the end by Eugene Collins. But that long run, again, from Mickley this time, gets another Danville first down. Danville loves to run the football, and with that, the clock will run. We're close to 8 minutes to go. And we are there now, in fact, with a first down and 10 from the Notre Dame 22. Ball is loose. Flag is thrown. Actually, no, those are possession flags. Fumble was recovered, however, by Hackman, so crisis averted. You're going to see this. It looked like he initially dropped the snap, and then coming over the pulling guard kind of yanked it away from Hackman. That was 66 Blake Colopy. Both of those two, Hackman and Colopy, were just named all KMAC in the recent awards that came out not too long ago. Right there, they're able to recover that fumble, that mishap. And now we've got second down and 11. Levi Foray in motion. They'll give to Aiden Burke. Aiden Burke, nearly nobody. Well, yeah, nobody anywhere near him. He'll have an easy touchdown, already up to 2 here on the day. Have a day, Aiden Burke. These blockers, I'll tell you, they are impressive for Danville. They give the Blue Devils a 14-0 lead, and they'll go for 2. Shotgun from Hackman here on the 2-point try. Foray in motion. Hackman will go to Levi. He's taken out. He caught the football, but he was short a yard. So 2-point conversion unsuccessful, but Danville still up 2 scores. It's 14-0. Blue Devils with the lead in a 1-8 matchup here in a regional quarterfinal in Division 7, Region 27.
Avita Home Health and Hospice is locally owned, locally managed. All of our staff, our board, everybody are members of the local community. Our medical director is a member of our local community and has practiced in Bucyrus for over the last 10 years. When you call in, you're getting a local person. The nurses that you talk to all live, work, and recreate in your community. I mean, I've been doing this for 16 years and I've taken care of 3 generations of some families. We're the hometown people.
14-0 here from Tough Street Stadium. Jonathon Langdon, Shane Young, live and free on the OH Report. We have a whistle blown before this kickoff. Don't see that very often. There is a flag. What's this going to be about? Maybe a false start? Officials are going to meet right at midfield, so they're going to talk this over. I did not see what happened. While they talk that over, we'll kind of let you know an important stat, I would say. Aiden Burke, the senior running back for Danville, 3 rushes, 100 yards. Flag is picked up on the field, so no flag. So we'll resume again. Caleb Lucas needs a football. Yeah, he kicked the other one away, so they'll get reset. Yeah, Aiden Burke already 100 yards rushing, and we are only 5 minutes into this game. How's that perspective for you? You had a 65-yard touchdown run on the first drive. You had a 23-yard touchdown run there just a couple of moments ago on their second drive. Caleb Lucas for real this time. That hits off of Notre Dame, and they're forced to dive on this, as Danville was quickly approaching. Boston Mayberry dove on the last one, and he dives on that one as well. So now we see Portsmouth Notre Dame with their second drive. They had a couple of open looks. It's just the ball came out a little funny from Ethan Kingery. They turned it over on downs in Danville territory. So this time, hopefully looking to connect on a couple more passes. Look a little bit better. Honestly, the field, the weather, pristine for a passing offense like this. Hard to think that there are many excuses that you can make here today. Got to have a good day if you're Ethan Kingery. Man in motion, that was McGraw. Lucas putting pressure on the quarterback. That's another ball thrown short and incomplete. Clock stops at 6:59, second down and 10. Right now, the ball's just not coming out of Kingery's hands very good. His receivers also haven't helped him out too much. They're on that fourth down. The ball, yeah, it was a little bit thrown, but actually it was third down. The ball was a little overthrown, but that was a catch that you would have liked to have seen number 5, Bryce McGraw, make. And then the last 2 passes that Kingery's made have all been short. Just barely, though. Second down and 10. Here's a quick pass. Another one overthrown. And we're looking for Eugene Collins, so not able to make that connection. Third down. That is now 4 straight incompletions on 4 straight plays. Kingery with 5 wide. Third down and 10 on their own 37. Drops back to pass. 3 rushing. Lucas almost got there. Ball lobbed up over the top, and it's incomplete, looking for Cassidy. So after that play, this will be 4th down and likely a punt coming. I don't know if they have a designated punter. Looks like they do. So, yeah, coming into the game, Keegan Fowler. Looks like he'll boot this away. Yep, Fowler just made his way out to the field. It looks like it's actually going to be Bryce McGraw, number 5, who will punt this out. Blue Devils got a blocked punt last week. It was Caleb Lucas, number 81. Watch out for him. He's on the right side of this punt rush. Gets a great jump, but the punter able to get it off. with room to spare as well. Siren Wallace back to return. Here he goes. Shoves off one of his own teammates, and now he keeps on churning, and officials blow it dead. Siren Wallace could have broken out of there. Here's the punt. You're going to see Siren Wallace get into frame, and I don't think his forward motion was stopped by any means. Yeah, he kept on going, but the official blew the whistle on the near side, so Wallace will be marked down all the way back, probably in Blue Devil territory. They'll be close to midfield, but not as close as they definitely could have been, and it looked like Wallace almost broke that tackle and could have been gone free. Nonetheless, it is a hangout first down. The officials have now marked it down at the 48. Blue Devils have scored on their first 2 drives, both rushing touchdowns from Aiden Burke. He is out on the field here for first down and 10. Levi Foray in motion. Play action. Hackman looking down the field, fakes a pass, runs to the left. He's got some space to work. He's able to get past the first man, and now he has a first down with his legs. Jacob Hackman makes it happen. It looks like he may actually be short, and actually that's not a very kind spot. They mark him out at the 45. I thought he at least got 1 or 2 yards closer to the stick. But no, it'll be a second down and 3. On the 45, Danville sends Foray in motion again. Hackman, quick throw. Looking to the near side, he has his backup quarterback, Nolan Ridgway. Hackman knew exactly where he was going. It was the first read, and he went with it. Nice route as well by Ridgway, and they get the first down. .608 and counting. First down and 10 at the Notre Dame 37. Aiden Burke remains out on the field. He has 3 carries for 100 yards here early. 4 receivers for Jacob Hackman. Levi Foray in motion again for the 3rd consecutive play. Quick throw, they'll go to Foray. Almost got hit hard. Second tackler does bring him down. Short of the first down, ball is at the 30. Levi Foray, that's his 2nd catch today. That's the first one that will go down as a reception. He had a catch on a 2-point conversion where he was not able to get in the end zone. Danville scored and got the 2-point conversion on their first drive and scored and missed the conversion with Foray on the second. That has us at this 14-0 game. Burke has both touchdowns. They fake it to him. Here's a short throw that Ashton Spalding cannot haul in. So going for the short pass on second down and short, rightfully so. Now it'll be 3rd down and 3. Clock stops at 5:06 after that drop. Just tough catch to make for Spalding, but one you would have liked to see him haul in. Reached out with the left arm and just could not haul it. 3rd and 3, Hackman, quick throw. Thought about going back to Spalding. He did, and it was almost intercepted. Bryce McGraw saw that fall through his hands. Here's your Danville Feed and Supply replay at that. Hackman looked like he just caught it and threw it, not really looking where he was going. That went right to the defense, and it was dropped. That's a big mishap if you're Notre Dame, because now they're going to get to go for it on 4th and 3. And you have to like Danville's chances out in this 4th down. Every time they've ran the football, it's gone really well for them. Aiden and Siren are in, both as backs. They'll go to Siren Wallace on 4th down and 3. He breaks out, and he's gone. Siren Wallace untouched to the end zone. This Notre Dame rush defense has no answers for the Danville Blue Devils. Here's your second look. Hackman Easy handoff. Aiden Burke led the way with the block. And Siren Wallace did the rest. The freshman with his first playoff touchdown of his career. Two-point conversion on the way from the Blue Devils. They've got Josh Byers out there, who will likely serve as a fullback. Wearing number 0, he's one of the 3 backs. They've got Burke and Wallace in again. Snap, it's a play action, rolling to the right. Spalding, they were looking for him first, looking for a second read. Hackman now takes it himself. Nobody gets him out. Two-point conversion is good. It is now 22-0 Danville.
Avita Home Health and Hospice is locally owned, locally managed. All of our staff, our board, everybody are members of the local community. Our medical director is a member of our local community and has practiced in Bucyrus for over the last 10 years. When you call in, you're getting a local person. The nurses that you talk to all live, work, and recreate in your community. I mean, I've been doing this for 16 years and I've taken care of 3 generations of some families. We're the hometown people.
Three touchdowns for Danville, all of them on the ground. Aiden Burke, the senior, with 2. He's already over 100 yards on the day. Siren Wallace just had a big one of his own. Just outside the red zone, he was able to find himself in the end zone to checkered grass. Here's a short onside kick, and I think Caleb Lucas got it. Yes, he did. What a play. Look at this. Caleb Lucas, just a regular old kickoff, they think. But no, beautiful bounce, and he collected it right at the 49-yard line. And the Blue Devils, they want to get their starters off the field as soon as they can. And with 4:54 to go in the first quarter, Jacob Hackman and crew are out for their 4th drive of the day. Hackman gets the play call from Coach Bloom. And this team is showing more dominance in this 1-8 matchup than they did against Bridgeport last week. Here they go again. First down and 10. Siren Wallace, misdirection. He could get a second touchdown of his own. He's got 1 to beat, a second to beat as well. Wallace jukes them both out. He's in the end zone to checkered grass. Lucas, the onside kick, collects it for the Devils at the 49. 1 play later, Siren Wallace is in the end zone. Boom and Zoom, both with 2 TDs. After the 1-play drive, here's a 2-point conversion. This would make it a 30-0 game. We're not even 8 minutes in to this quarter, folks. Misdirection throw to Burke. He has it. 30 zip. If you're a Danville Blue Devil fan, you're loving this. We're going to have more of it for you when we come back on the OH Report.
Avita Home Health and Hospice is locally owned, locally managed. All of our staff, our board, everybody are members of the local community. Our medical director is a member of our local community and has practiced in Bucyrus for over the last 10 years. When you call in, you're getting a local person. The nurses that you talk to all live, work, and recreate in your community. I mean, I've been doing this for 16 years and I've taken care of 3 generations of some families. We're the hometown people.
Notre Dame's ready for this one. You can see him right there, ready for an onside kick. Caught him off guard last time. Caleb Lucas blooped it 11 yards forward and recovered his own kick to give Danville another drive in which they scored on one play, a 49-yard touchdown rush from Siren Wallace. Lucas will kick again in a 30-0 game where we're just over halfway through this first quarter, folks. That one is lined past the first level all the way back to the initial returner. This is Eugene Collins. Collins breaks through a couple. He's close to the 35-yard line.
Eugene Collins returns to the 34-yard line.
First down and 10 for this Titan offense that drove a long way to get here, and that maybe getting a little bit of jet lag or bus lag right now with this 30-0 deficit. Ethan Kingery directing his offense with 17 left on the play clock. 4:36 left in the first. You heard me right, we're not in the second quarter yet. This is still the first quarter. We kicked off 30 minutes ago. This will be a QB draw, but it will be nothing. Danville collapses on the quarterback.
Henry on the keeper, brought down by Greg Wilson for no gain. Second and 10 Titans at the 34-yard line.
Officials are kind enough to put Notre Dame back to the line of scrimmage, so no loss on the play, but no gain as well. Here is second down and 10, under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Some shifts at the line, and now a flag thrown. Looked like someone went early.
Flag on the play is a procedure penalty against the Titans.
It just seemed like right there, it wasn't anything crazy from Danville.
Ball placed back to the 29-yard line.
Owen Grongberg, the sophomore, shifted slightly to his right to get a different point of attack, and I think one of the offensive linemen reacted to that, got worried about it, and it caused them to jump. So the false start brings them back 5 yards, second and 15 on the 29. We've got another flag and another false start. See if you can spot this one.
Penalty procedure against the Titans.
I didn't see it. Props to that official.
Ball placed back to the 24-yard line, second down and 20.
So now it's second down and 20. Nightmare start in this game to Notre Dame. Kingery rolls to his left, and he now has him in. Finally makes a completion. It'll be close to the original line of scrimmage on this set of downs as the completion goes to Archie West. That's his second of the day.
Gain of 12 on the play to the 36-yard line. Third down and 8 for the Titans.
Getting the play call from Coach Davis on the sideline. It is 3rd and 8 officially with 2.5 to go and counting after that completion to West. Four receivers. 4 rushers and a drop on 3rd and 8. Eugene Collins sees that fall through his hands. It's 4th down and long, and this is a nightmare because you're going to punt again. And now you got to be careful because you saw what happened last time with Simon Wallace. He got called down a little early. He returned the punt about 15 yards, and then the officials saw his forward motion stopped, so they stopped the play. But even after the whistle, he was able to break through a couple tacklers and could have scored a touchdown if the play wasn't called dead. 4th down and 8. Here's the punt. Simon Wallace will let it bounce and will not go for it. It will stop pretty much right at the 25-yard line. Here comes a first down for Danville, brought to you by the Hangout Bar and Grill. Blue Devils close to a running clock score already. Shout out a couple more comments on Facebook. Thanks to Mick, Marianne, Mike, Kelly, Carolyn, Tammy, Shirley. All loving it here from Danville so far.
1st and 10 Danville from the 26.
So now we see 1st down and 10 on this new drive. It will start at the 26 of the Blue Devils. .208 to go in the first quarter. This formation has killed Notre Dame so far. Hackman still trying to get his pass game going. He launches this down the field. He has Siren Wallace. Wallace is tugged from behind and taken down just outside the red zone. There is a flag thrown. Depending on what the officials saw there with that tackle, it could be a horse collar. Got the tail end of the completion, but here's the tackle that warranted the flag. So the play will stand, and the Blue Devils may even move 15 yards closer. I think that's the best throw we've seen from Jacob Hackman this season. Perfectly found Siren Wallace, and that 15-yard penalty has them inside the 10. It's actually not a 15-yard penalty because it's half the distance to the goal. Ball will be placed, looks like right at the 10. 1st down and goal for Danville, and now a whistle blown, and it looks like they want to change the marking of the ball and move it back outside of the 10, so it'll be a 1st down and 10. Pretty much the same case, though. Touchdown's the 1st down at this point, even though it is outside of the 10. It's really close. Here's 1st down after that big play, and now another whistle, and this time a flag, a false start on Danville. Saw back-to-back false starts on Notre Dame on their last drive. That time Danville the culprit. Clock will continue to roll, though. Almost done with this first quarter, folks. Hang in there. .30 Danville. These seniors want to go out with a bang, and they sure have here so far. This is their last game at Tough Street Stadium. All of the games outside of this match moving forward in the playoffs will be neutral site. Jacob Hackman rolls out to the left, and it looks like he just throws that away. He may have had an option if he waited a little longer. Chris Mosher was making himself available, but the throw early by Hackman is an incompletion. 2nd down and 15. Clock stops at 1:06. One thing I like about playoffs, Chris Mosher is a name we did not say hardly at all in the regular season. Didn't see him play really at all in the KMAC, but now in the playoffs they've been calling on him a little bit more. Of course, they're up 30-0, so that helps. And here right on cue is Chris Mosher, and he's going to get close to the 5. That time Notre Dame able to stop him, Good gain on 2nd down and 15. That'll make it 3rd and manageable. Hey, think about names like Chris Mosier. Elliott Johnson got some time last week, number 5. He's just a freshman. Curtis Klein, also a freshman. All of those names were able to find their way into the game against Bridgeport in a 54-0 win. Hunter Mead is a senior that doesn't get too much time. He was able to get involved. So that's the beauty of some of these early rounds in the playoffs. You get to see the future of the Blue Devils before some of the bigger matchups take place later on in November. Hackman the snap. Siren Wallace jukes out one. He won't have much elsewhere to go. Good stop by that Notre Dame defensive line that finally is able to bring them down short of the end zone, let alone the 1st down marker. So now we see Danville at 4th down and 5 and 30 seconds left. There is a play left to go here in the 1st quarter. They have to snap this. Here's your 4th down play. Hackman in the shotgun, Siren Wallace to his right. Play action, throws up the middle, it's intercepted in the end zone. Caleb Lucas was the intended target, but looping himself in there at the last moment. Archie West, he has 2 catches offensively, and now it's an interception defensively. That is a big-time play for Notre Dame. Danville would have gone past the running clock threshold if they scored there. So the 4th down stop not only is a stop, but it's an interception. So you don't take it at the 5. It's a touchback, and you go to the 20. That is a play you love to see if you're Coach Davis. 15 seconds left. A couple of plays still to go here in the 1st quarter. Notre Dame loves to throw the football, so an incompletion could even add another to that. Here's a man in motion. Snap, Kingery. Looking, goes short. Flag is thrown, and a completion yet again. That time will be for Eugene Collins, but we'll check the flag.
Kingery's pass complete to Eugene Collins. Tackled by Aiden Bixley. We have a flag on the play.
The flag was thrown in the secondary. So maybe not your regular offensive lineman holding. So it's a chop block. That's the call on Notre Dame still. But it's not a holding. That will still kill this set of downs because you're going way back for this one. All the way to the 10. 2nd down and 20. Or 1st down and 20.
That penalty places the ball at the 10-yard line. 1st and 20.
7 seconds go off the clock, so likely one play to go here in quarter number 1, which has lasted 44 minutes. But it has been a productive 44 minutes with 30 points on the board for the Danville Blue Devils here at Tough Street Stadium for the final time this year. Kingery, a quarterback draw, and he'll be taken down in the backfield. So we'll have 2nd down and very long when we come back. What a 1st quarter for the Danville Blue Devils. They find themselves up on 4 rushing touchdowns, 2 each from their stars, Boom and Zoom, Aiden Burke, and Siren Wallace. Will be back live and free on the OH Report.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Other side of the field we go. Notre Dame continues their drive. They're at 2nd down and 23 as we start the second quarter finally here from Tough Street Stadium on the OH Report, whether on YouTube or Facebook. Thank you for joining us. Jonathon Langdon on the call today along with our camera operator, Shane Young. 5 wide here on 2nd down, and it looks like there's some movement on the line of scrimmage. We'll see which side it goes on.
Penalty is against the Titans for illegal procedure.
And it goes on Notre Dame, so the nightmare just keeps getting worse and worse. Backed up pretty much to their own end zone at this point. 2nd and 26, that was half a distance to the goal.
Ball placed at the 4-yard line.
It's on the 4. Second and 26. They'll remain in a 5-out set. Man in motion now makes it 4 wide. Roll to his left. Kingery throws down the field. He has a man, and it's completed to Bryce McGraw, who will move a little bit more towards the far side of the field. Not too much yardage gained off of that. But it is positive yardage. Got to take everything you can get. Here's 3rd down and long.
Bryce McGraw. Tackled by several Blue Devils at the 15-yard line. 3rd down and 15.
Third and 15, the official marking. This will be quite the task if the Titans can get it done. Kingery, empty pocket, throws down the field. He has him in. He misses him far. Just out of the reach of Archie West, who's had a game today. You can't discredit what he's done already so far. But that time, just out of his hands, and it's 4th down. 4th and 15, and you know that the Titans don't want to punt it, but they find themselves in situations where they have to, because this is a painful spot to not convert if you were to take that risk. So here's the punt on 4th down, incoming from Bryce McGraw. Back to return is Siren Wallace. Siren Wallace, mind you, has 2 rushing touchdowns. And this is going to be a fake. And he's taken down inside the 5. I don't think it was a fake. It might have been a mishandled snap. It looked like, no, he wanted to throw. I was not looking that way. I figured that he was having trouble with the snap. But no, it was a designed play on 4th and 15.
At the 2-yard line.
That will go down as one of the calls in playoff history.
1st and goal, Blue Devils at the 3-yard line.
So Blue Devils take over and are basically handed 6, you would have to think. Inside the 5 is where this next drive started, if you even want to call it a drive, just a light stroll. Snap from Ashton Spalding, who moves into motion. He'll shove his way in. How about that play? And Ashton Spalding gets in on the running attack today. Caught the defensive line napping. No one reacted to what Spalding was doing in motion. He just goes right up against the center and dives in. Pushes in the head of the pile, or behind the pile. 36-0, and Danville now well into running clock territory, but that will not take place until the second half. Here is a 2-point try. They've only missed one of these so far. Nice throw, and the pass is not quite able to be made to Nolan Ridgway. So this will be a 36-0 score. Danville with a big lead here at home.
Avita Home Health and Hospice is locally owned, locally managed. All of our staff, our board, everybody are members of the local community. Our medical director is a member of our local community and has practiced in Bucyrus for over the last 10 years. When you call in, you're getting a local person. The nurses that you talk to all live, work, and recreate in your community. I mean, I've been doing this for 16 years and I've taken care of 3 generations of some families. We're the hometown people.
Another touchdown from Danville has them now kicking off. As Lucas sends that forward, goes through a couple players, and now is scooped up. Archie West with the return. Archie West has had a good game. I've said it a couple times today, and he's now up close to the 45-yard line, so good starting field position for this Notre Dame team.
On the return, Spalding on the tackle.
Spalding came in with the tackle after scoring the touchdown on that last, as I called it, stroll rather than a drive, because Danville was basically given the football on a fake punt on 4th and 15, where Danville took down the punter inside the 5. It was a 1-play, 4-yard drive. Here's 1st down and 10 as Notre Dame will look to reset, try to get something on the board. Shifted the defensive line for Danville. Man in motion, this is Cassidy, they'll give it to him. Cassidy, couple hesitation moves, not gonna get too far outside of, out front of the line of scrimmage, so 2nd down and 10.
Luke Cassidy on the carry. Gains a yard on the play, 2nd and 9 at the 46.
Officials generous, give him a yard. 2nd down and 9 on the 46, 10-17 and counting to go here in the second. Just one touchdown here in the second quarter. It was a 30-point first quarter explosion for Danville. A couple moments ago, another throw down the field. A lot of contact, no call. Incomplete, intended for Archie West. So that will bring up 3rd down and 9. Here's a second look at that, brought to you by Danville Feed and Supply. Throw down the field, looking for West. They've found him open in that area a couple of times so far. That time Levi Ferre comes in and breaks it up. And he comes off limping as well. You saw it at the very end there, so hopefully everything's okay with Levi. But here's the reset from Notre Dame, a little shaken up from this start. They've thrown the ball really well these last couple of weeks, and right now it's just not clicking, in the worst time that could possibly happen. Caleb Lucas threatening the quarterback. He'll bring him down. Caleb Lucas with his 9th sack of the year.
Loss of 11 on the play.
4th down and long after that big sack, and Caleb Lucas has been a threat defensively all year long for this Danville team. I was scrolling through Danville's Facebook, and they were talking about how he broke the all-time school record for tackles for loss. I brought that note up last week if you were watching with us against Bridgeport. And also on that post it said, colleges, hit up this guy. I don't know how anybody hasn't with how well Caleb Lucas has been playing this year. Punt may have been touched by Siren Wallace. Officials will say he did not touch it, though, and they catch a break. You make the call. Here's the punt again. Siren Wallace poked out his right arm to maybe grab it. That's really close. Didn't see any sort of wicked spin after that supposed touch, so that would tell you that he was able to pull his arm back at the last moment. So that 4th down punt brings us to 1st down, brought to you by the Hangout. 9:09 on the clock. Jacob Hackman has 5 receivers here. You don't see this often. Wonder if we'll see one in motion. No. Quick snap, throw. Immediately to Mosier. Chris Mosier, the sophomore, he's gone. The first passing touchdown of the day is a first career touchdown for Chris Mosier. We cut to the replay. That's the longest one I could give you, and that's just how long the play took. But Chris Mosier nearly saw nobody in that replay, brought to you by Danville Feed and Supply wearing white. And Mosier finds the end zone. That is a team lifter right there, to see someone like that score a touchdown in this moment. That makes it now 42-0. Mosier will go out to the left here on the two-point conversion. Ridgway on the other side. Hackman under center. Snap, give, Wallace. Easy two. 44-0. I think I asked you already, Danville fans, but are you happy yet? Are you having a good time? This is a fun one. Final one at Tough Street Stadium, and the Blue Devils are running away with it on the OH Report.
Avita Home Health and Hospice is locally owned, locally managed. All of our staff, our board, everybody are members of the local community. Our medical director is a member of our local community and has practiced in Bucyrus for over the last 10 years. When you call in, you're getting a local person. The nurses that you talk to all live, work, and recreate in your community. I mean, I've been doing this for 16 years and I've taken care of 3 generations of some families. We're the hometown people.
Here we go again. Can the Blue Devils rinse and repeat once more? Really good kickoff from Lucas. That's the best one we've seen from him today. Causes a bobble towards the back from this Notre Dame return team. And that will be not ideal field position. They don't even get to the 20. First down and 10 as we start this drive for the Titans. Shout out to a couple more people watching on Facebook. Thank you to Jesse, Shirley, Mick, Jenna, Carrie with the credit, giving some credit to Chris Mosier, scoring his first career touchdown a few moments ago to make this a 44-0 game. .15 on the play clock here as Kingery gets the offense set here for the Titans. Now 7 seconds left. He'll now finally go behind the center. Shotgun formation. He'll take the snap. Pocket collapses and Kingery runs with it. Almost has it taken out from behind. Good tackle by Hunter Mead, who's checked into the game. 8:29 and counting left in the second. If you're just joining us, yeah, this has happened. This is happening right now. 44-0. Danville exploded in the first quarter. They scored 30 points. It was a 45-minute long first quarter. Pace is a little bit quicker, obviously, here in the second, but not by much. Kingery able to evade some rushers, throws down the field, and another drop. Boston Mayberry not able to haul that one in, and I don't know. I know it's cold out there, but Shane and I on our way here, we're talking about it's a beautiful day for football, especially a beautiful day to throw the football and catch the football. But right now we are not seeing these receivers come down with some elementary catches. It's really hurting this Notre Dame team as now we sit at a 3rd down and 5. Notre Dame on their own 23. Four receivers, got a running back to the right of Kingery on 3rd down and 5. Short screen play. Good job by Hunter Mead. Actually, no, excuse me. That was Jacob Byers coming in, making the tackle. And that will make it 4th down. That was a good open field tackle by Jacob, and this will be 4th and 2. And it might even be, 4th and 3 is what the scoreboard says. They're at the 25, and here comes the punt team yet again. This is a real punt. It's up in the air. Levi Ferre back to return, takes a Danville bounce and is collected by Luke Cassidy. So another reset of drives. Blue Devils up 44-0, and they've had 3 one-play touchdown drives here today. Trying to add to that total. Another score would make it 50, a number that they couldn't hit against Bridgeport, the 16 seed, until late in the 4th quarter. But here we are in the halfway through the 2nd at this point in time, in such a lopsided affair. Hackman under center, 2 backs behind him. Looked like a messed up play, and Hackman will have to eat some yards here. Miscommunication. You see Hackman just miscommunicated, and I don't know if it was meant to be play action, but just didn't end up working out. So he'll take the loss of 2 on his name. 2nd down and 12 on the 44 of the Blue Devils. 7:07 left. He ran out of bounds, so the clock will stop. 2 receivers both to the near side. Fullback give. Great misdirection, and here goes Josh Byers to join the Danville rush party. 6 more for 0. Josh Byers, another senior, striking the board for the Blue Devils, and that will make it 50 in a quarter and a half. I was talking about 1-play drives. How about a 2-play drive for you? 2-point conversion on the way. We're going to have to do some researching tonight to see when the last time we saw this kind of offensive outburst from a Danville Blue Devil football team. 50 points in pretty much 20 minutes of play, and the 2-point conversion is good. Bryson Burke adds 2 more to the total for Danville. It is now 52-0 here early, or halfway through the 2nd quarter. Thank you for being with us, and thank you for staying here through all of this, live and free on the OH Report.
Avita Home Health and Hospice is locally owned, locally managed. All of our staff, our board, everybody are members of the local community. Our medical director is a member of our local community and has practiced in Bucyrus for over the last 10 years. When you call in, you're getting a local person. The nurses that you talk to all live, work, and recreate in your community. I mean, I've been doing this for 16 years and I've taken care of 3 generations of some families. We're the hometown people.
Here's another kickoff from Danville to Notre Dame. We've had a lot of these here today in a 52-0 game, and Danville almost recovered that kick. Wouldn't that have been something? But Notre Dame dives on the football. They're going to get another drive, and here comes Kingery and company. So Danville with all these touchdowns, all but one have come on the ground. This Notre Dame rush defense has been exposed today, and that's an understatement.
First and 10 Titans.
And also this pass offense that we bragged about has also been non-existent here today for the Titans. Kingery rolls to the left, lobs one over the top, pretty much out of bounds. So it looked like in the area was Archie West.
Henry's pass falls incomplete. Second
Now we'll
and
stop
10
the
at
clock
the
again.
29
That's
yard
also the problem here today. Clock stops on all of these plays for Notre Dame because they are a passing football team. So that's kind of why we're in this situation to where Danville can be up 52-0. And also it doesn't help when you let them drive down the field in 1, 2, at most, I think 5 plays. It has been easy going offensively and also defensively for the Blue Devils. And a flag thrown, so that will halt things. False start will go on the offense.
Penalty is against the Titans for illegal procedure.
$52-0. Just can't stop saying that. Just insane right now what we're seeing. And I know you can agree with me back at home that no one expected this. This is what you may have expected last week, but we're seeing it a week later in a 1-8 matchup. Second down and 15, ball on the Notre Dame 24. Kingery, snap, quick throw, has him in. There's a completion. That's not going to get much, though. Back to the original line of scrimmage for third down.
Collins brought down immediately on the play by Jacob Byers. Getting back to the original line of scrimmage.
Take a look across the OH report. Plenty of other games going on. Ontario up big on Clyde, 28-0. Shelby sticking close with Ottawa Glandorf. It's a 10-7 game there. Whippets with the early advantage. Big Walnut up 14-3 over Perry. That's another one. Actually, no, I believe Perry's a 9, so that's a 1-9 matchup. Northmore up 25-zip over Centerburg in that heavily long-awaited rematch that looks like the Golden Knights are running away with. Here's third down. It'll be a slip screen caught here by Archie West. And he'll be ticking down, and it looks like he may have enough. It'll be really close, though. They'll say he's just short. Fourth down. It looks like 4th and 1, maybe 2. Anyway, moving forward with a couple of these other score updates, you've got Grandview Heights up 13-3 against Colonel Crawford. Look at this formation. What is going on 4th down and 1? This is desperation play right now from Notre Dame, and it looks like they got it. Move the chains. They got it. First down.
Sneaks it ahead for the Titan first down.
I was talking to my cameraman, Shane. He thought that was and for good reason you thought this. Thought that was Notre Dame's first down of the day. I believe it's their second. They got one on their first drive very early in the game. So it's the first one they've had in a while. So Notre Dame moving forward, and it took quite the tush push. I think that was a modified version of the tush push to make up for the strength of Danville's defensive line, but it did get the job done. Here's first down and 10. Clock ticks close to 4.5 minutes left. Justice Tharp. Give the sophomore the sack.
Justice Tharp on the sack.
Able to get away from that offensive lineman, and that's a pretty good offensive lineman when you think about it, too. Brody Coleman, one of the best players on this team, and Justice Tharp just went right around him. So after the first down that Notre Dame was able to get, they immediately give up a sack. It's now 2nd and 18. Big pass rush, throw down the field, just cannot connect with Cassidy right now. And that will make it 3rd and long. Frustrations continue for this Notre Dame team. Another incompletion stops the clock. We're at 3rd down and 18 with 3:53 to go. Gonna need a big play if you're Notre Dame. You've got 5 wide for it. Lead adjustment, 13 seconds on the play clock as both receivers now get set over there. To the far side, 5 wide, 3rd down. 18 yards to go. Tharp almost got to the quarterback again, and Danville almost got an interception. Landon King almost got in there and snagged it away. Here's your second look. Awfully close. They were looking for Cassidy. They do not find him. It's now 4th down. Clock stops again, and Siren Wallace will return the punt if there is one. We've seen them try to fake it once. Punter gets it off. It will take a bounce, and Wallace will let it go. Not interested in a return. He'll let it roll to the 30-yard line, so Danville will take the football back and try to keep their touchdown streak alive. They've scored on every single drive today. I'm sure you could infer that with the score, but still, Blue Devils' dominance showing here in a big game against an 8 seed in the second round, a regional quarterfinal here in Division 7, Region 27.
Blue Devils first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
3 receivers bunched to the right. Hackman drops back to pass. Pocket collapses quickly, and the completion is made maybe just a yard on the gain from Caleb Lucas. So Lucas, interestingly enough, makes his first catch of the day. They looked for him in the end zone earlier. And you know what? I was wrong. Danville didn't score on every single drive. They had the interception that they looked for Caleb Lucas in the end zone. So, yeah, they've scored on all but one drive where they turned it over in the red zone. Lucas finally gets his first catch. He'll be set in motion. He'll get the handoff here as well. Lucas may want to join in on this rushing party. He breaks one tackler, breaks a second tackler. He's now taken out of bounds. Actually, no, it looks like he's in. He's going to keep going to the end zone, and no official has stopped him yet. It's a touchdown, but there is a flag in the backfield. I thought he stepped out way before that, closer to midfield. Officials let the play go on. There was a flag thrown, and this one's coming back. Well, Lucas wanted to get himself a rushing touchdown. He almost got his wish. But the holding flag in the backfield is going to bring us to a 2nd down and 19. Unfortunate there. If you're Caleb Lucas, you get the catch. You also almost had a rushing touchdown. Would have been your first of the year in that category, rushing. So after that flag, a reset from Danville with 2:43 left here in the first half, and any score could get them close to 60 if they went for 2 and got it. Hackman, quick throw. Spalding drops it. A little bit over his head. So now to be 3rd and 19. So Danville up against the ropes. There's some sort of play call from Danville where everybody is yelling boo, so I'm interested to see where this is going. 3rd down and 19. Something's got to be up Danville's sleeve right here. Ridgway counting players as he goes up towards the offensive line. Look at this formation. 3rd down and 19. It's a give to Aiden Burke. He'll be taken down maybe about a 4-yard gain there on 3rd down and long. So we'll see the first punt of the day from Danville. Nolan Ridgway, the punter, he'll go back. Over 1,000 punting yards for Nolan Ridgway this year on 28 punts. Clock under 2 minutes, 10 seconds on the play clock, and now we'll see a timeout called by Coach Bloom. Looks like the personnel was wrong. Levi Ferre was trying to rush back into the play. Didn't realize he was supposed to be on the field. Now Danville right now in 4th down and 14. We've seen them do some interesting things with the lead. They went for an onside kick. Caleb Lucas recovered that. They have just run all over this team. And with a big lead have not really had any desire to not go to the end zone and drain some clock. They've just taken their scores. So 4th down, could there be something up their sleeve? You've definitely got to think about that. Danville right now, their misdirection on some of their play calls have been flawless. They've been very good at misleading the Notre Dame defense. Do they do that here? Or is it an overanalyzation on my part and just a punt from Ridgway? 1:56 left, 2 returners back for Notre Dame. 1 short, 1 long. Cassidy is the deep one, and this is a punt. This will go all the way towards Cassidy. Thought about fielding it on the bounce. He'll now let it go, and the Blue Devils will down it inside the 30. Hangout 1st down. Notre Dame takes the football back. Good punt by Ridgway will reset things. .142 on the clock here in the 2nd quarter. And another interesting to note is that no one has scored yet against Danville in this postseason. 54-0 win against Bridgeport. Right now it is 52-0 against Notre Dame, and there's another flag.
Illegal procedure, the pre-snap penalty against the Titans.
There's another illegal procedure call, and that moves them back even more. 1st and 15. No time has moved off the clock. Man in motion. Here's a handoff that is easily collected, easily tackle made in the backfield by Danville. So the clock will roll, and it looks like Notre Dame right now is just trying to get themselves to the half. Both sides with 2 timeouts remaining.
Loss of 2 on the play, 2nd down and 17 at the 21-yard line.
Clock will roll under a minute on this 2nd down snap. Kingery takes it with 55 seconds left. 3 rushers throw down the field looking for Cassidy. It's underthrown. 2nd interception in as many weeks for Siren Wallace. And a Danville 1st down incoming with 48 seconds left. There's the look right there, brought to you by Danville Feed and Supply. So back to the boys in blue. The ball goes. Final shout-outs before we go to the half. Shout out to Kyle, Beth, and Rodney, along with Shelly. Thanks for watching live and free on Facebook and or YouTube. Sticking with us in a 52-0 game. Jacob Hackman trying to get out away from some rushers, and he looks and finds Aiden Burke. I thought he was just going to throw it away, but no, Aiden Burke was there and available. And now we see a quick timeout called. So not going to get the first down with that completion, so clock was going to roll, so Coach Bloom calls one. How determined is Danville to go for 60 here? That's the question, and seeing a timeout right there tells you, or I think answers the question and says they're absolutely fired up and want to get to 60. Heading over to YouTube for some shout-outs. Doc Gardner, thank you to Joshua also, and Ross and Pamela over on YouTube, holding down the fort in the chat in a 52-0 game. Out of a timeout from Danville, they want to score one more time. They'll send Foray in motion. To the near side he goes. Hackman drops back, one on him, trying to get out of the area, and a throw to Wallace is a little overthrown. Siren maybe still could have caught that, but that will bring up third down. 33 seconds on the clock.
Third and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Still some big players out on the field for Danville, even in a big lead. You've got Hackman, of course, still calling the plays. You had Aiden Burke in there for a moment. He now goes to the sideline. Actually, no, correction. I got that flipped. Siren Wallace was in. He's on the sideline, and Aiden Burke is now in, number 22 on the near side as a receiver. Trips to the near side. Two men in motion. That was Spalding and Lucas. They go to the left as well. This will be a quarterback draw for the first down and more. Stepping out of bounds in enemy territory. The ball will be marked at the 44. That'll be a hangout first down, and there's your Danville Feed and Supply second look. And they got out of bounds. Did their job there on that play to move the chains and potentially get themselves opened up for another score. We saw them try to go for a score last week towards the end of the half against Bridgeport. They threw a Hail Mary at the very end and almost converted on it. Foray just saw it slip through his hands. Caleb Lucas to motion to the right. Hackman all alone in the shotgun, only 3 rushers. He's got time. Now they'll collapse in on him. Throw, hit as he throws, and the ball comes out. Notre Dame recovers, and they'll take it out of bounds. Here's the look again. Hackman thought he had time, but turning the corner and blindside hitting Hackman was Jackson Stombach. And there's the second turnover of the day from Danville. One on an interception and that one on a fumble. So again, late in halves, Danville not able to convert as they try to score. And trying to work on their 2-minute drill offense, that could definitely be how you see it. And both times they have not been able to convert. Notre Dame with the football. First down and 10. They are in Danville territory. This is a golden opportunity for them to try and score with just 15 seconds left. Quick snap, throw, drop again. Cassidy. Fortunately, though, it was a quick pass, so just 4 seconds roll off. But those are 4 seconds you need, especially when you're back at the 43, so tough sledding here for Notre Dame if they want to score before we go to the locker rooms finally. Four receivers running back to the right of Kingery. That's Collins. They'll go to Collins on a short route. Collins breaking for the sideline. Will get out with 4 seconds to go.
Eugene Collins on the reception.
Won't get the first, but it doesn't matter. You stop the clock. This will be the last play. Last play of the half, but first we'll have a timeout called. Coach Davis wants to figure out what they want to run and make sure everyone's on page. Danville, just keep everything in front of you if you're the Blue Devils right here. Want to keep that shutout streak alive here in the playoffs. Of course, I say streak. It's 1. But still, want to turn it into 2, maybe even 3 next week. See Notre Dame on your screen in the huddle. Buster Davis, former NFL linebacker turned head coach. And here they come. They have a timeout to go, but likely won't use it with only 4 seconds left. That'd have to be a really quick play.
Play resumes. Titans 3rd and 6 at the Blue Devil 39-yard line.
So we'll just call it how it is. Here's your last play of the half. Trips to the near side, a receiver to the left. And now a timeout called by Notre Dame again. Notre Dame calls yet another timeout, so now they see what Danville's in, and they use their 3rd and final timeout. As I said that they weren't going to use it. It's on me, folks. Quick timeout this time, though, so back out to the field, and now Notre Dame has an idea of what Danville's running, and they can attack this. Same formation, same play most likely. Here's the man in motion, and it's the quarterback that will get a pass in the backfield. He now throws towards the end zone. It's intercepted again. The interception is the first in Bryson Burke's career. A bunch of firsts here for Danville tonight. Definitely a first for this scoring outburst for the team as a whole. A 52-0 halftime score as we now go to the locker rooms. Live and free on the OH Report. Thanks for being with us. We'll have a running clock in the second half the rest of the way.
Avita Home Health and Hospice, our caring professionals are ready to serve you with personally tailored services designed to meet the unique needs of each individual. When we take on a patient at Avita Home Health and Hospice, they really do feel like family. So when we take care of our family, we want to take care of the whole person. So we take care of them from our nurses, our aides, our physical, occupational, and speech therapists, but we also have people that tend to their hearts. So we have social workers, we have chaplains, and people that can help with the emotional side of their care.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, we have a dedicated team that takes care of you. Caring for the whole person is our promise to you. From social and emotional well-being to the way the patient relates to their loved ones, we treat your family like our family.
Serving patients and their families wherever they call home, including assisted living facilities and nursing homes. Call 1-800-4NURSES to see if Avita can help administer your plan of custom care.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Sadly, our show this evening will sadly coming to an end. But we're not done yet! For this party is just getting started for this band. Watch as the Blue Devil Band dances the night away to Party Rock Anthem! for the Notre Dame Blue Devils.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, our caring professionals are ready to serve you with personally tailored services designed to meet the unique needs of each individual. When we take on a patient at Avita Home Health and Hospice, they really do feel like family. So when we take care of our family, we want to take care of the whole person. So we take care of them from our nurses, our aides, our physical, occupational, and speech therapists, but we also have people that tend to their hearts. So we have social workers, we have chaplains, and people that can help with the emotional side of their care.
At Avita Home Health and Hospice, we have a dedicated team that takes care of you. Caring for the whole person is our promise to you. From social and emotional well-being to the way the patient relates to their loved ones, we treat your family like our family.
Serving patients and their families wherever they call home, including assisted living facilities and nursing homes. Call 1-800-4NURSES to see if Avita can help administer your plan of custom care.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Now we're here blowing up. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you got, you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. Yeah, the first step is showing up, now we're here. Yeah, the first step is showing up, hear them cheer. Yeah, the first step is showing up, now we're here. We're blowing up, hear them cheer. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you got, you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. If you never risk it, then you never know. Ruthless, ruthless. Give it all you got, you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless.
Time now for your halftime show, brought to you by Valley ATV. You see the coaches for Danville getting set for the second half. Haven't seen any players from either side, as I say that, finally here comes Portsmouth Notre Dame out of their locker room. 52-0. It's halftime, folks, here on the OH Report. Danville, what a game from them running the football. They have pretty much, I believe, every touchdown but one. They have ran it in for 6, and they've been big runs as well. Siren Wallace has 2 touchdowns, a freshman who we have nicknamed Zoom Wallace, and then Boom Burke, Aiden Burke, has 2 touchdowns as well. So both of them doing their thing. They'll likely be co-MVPs of this one. It's a running clock the rest of the way, so probably not going to see the scoring that we saw there in the first half, knock on wood, for Notre Dame's sake. But Danville, yeah, I actually didn't knock on wood. Shane did it for me. But yeah, so 52-0. Danville really just getting whatever they want running the football right now. The run defense for Notre Dame has really disappeared, and I don't think, honestly, it ever appeared. So just the struggle they've had and the ability that Danville has had to really just run away with this game here at home. They're playing for a number of purposes. They want to show their dominance. Of course, this is a team that if they make it out of their regional, they'll run into a dominant Marion local side, who we've heard a lot about because they're just about to hit 60 consecutive wins after this game here today, where they're up at half. I believe I saw the score was 35-0. So that's a team that Danville inevitably is going to have to run up against in the Final Four if they get that far. So they got to prove that they can keep up with a team like that. They also have to play for Wes Payne, someone who went down in Week 10 against East Knox, one of their key players that they are playing for and have in mind, as he went down with injury and will not be back for the remainder of this season. And then also you're just playing for pride at this point, and usually you say that to a team that's losing, but you can say that just as well for a team that's winning as well, just to keep playing the right way. Don't try to run up the score too much. Take what they give you, of course. Don't kind of just go down just because you have an open gap, but just play with dignity here as you continue through this game in a 52-0 match against outmatched number 8 Portsmouth Notre Dame side. So you see Danville warming up there. Want to take a second to thank our sponsors, bringing us here today, and more importantly, moving us forward to watch Danville the rest of the way. Thank you to the Bottleneck Bar and Grill, our scoreboard sponsor. You see them on your screen at the moment. Valley ATV is your pregame sponsor and halftime and postgame sponsor. Also, thank you to Panchos Tacos. We'll have them for our MVP in this case maybe MVPs after the game. Also, thank you to Danville Feed and Supply. We've seen plenty of replays today, so you've seen their logo a number of times throughout this broadcast. The Hangout, our first down sponsor, and our commercial sponsors, Knox Community Hospital, Killbuck Savings Bank, and Avita Home Health and Hospice. Take one more look around the OH report. Ontario up 35-6 on Clyde. That is in the third quarter. Shelby, I read the score wrong earlier. Shelby's actually down by 1. The score there, Ottawa-Glandorf 7, Shelby 6. Big Walnut, the number 1 seed in Division 2 in their region, they are up 28-10 over 9th-seeded Perry. Northmore up 25-7 against Centerburg in that heavily long-awaited rematch between those two sides, the Golden Knights and the Trojans. So 25-7 Northmore. And, of course, it's important to note Northmore at home that time. Centerburg was the home team in that last meeting. And then you've got Grandview Heights holding on by a thread. And thread maybe a little bit too kind. To Colonel Crawford. Grandview Heights up 13-3. So they have good control in that game is what I'll correct myself and say. So scores all around, not anything insanely close outside of that Ottawa-Glandorf-Shelby game. So it'll be interesting to see how that one ends up. And if you want to check out all of the final scores later tonight, you can tune in around 11:30 for Friday Night Pigskin. We'll break down all the scores in the area. You'll also have them on a ticker to the right side. So if you don't have too much time, you can just hop on real quick and see a rotation through all of the scores in the area for the playoffs. So here we go, close to the start of the third quarter. It will be a running clock the rest of the way. It would take quite some doing for Notre Dame to stop that running clock. It's 30 points. That's the threshold. So as Lucas will square away this kick, we'll get back into progress. Line drive kick, and that will go all the way out of bounds. Touchback. You don't see very many of those, especially with this Danville team. You see the touchback that will start Notre Dame's drive to start the second half. And if you're Notre Dame, you just want to try and put a score on the board. Plain and simple there. Just try to get some momentum going. And this is a young team. You got to remember that. Notre Dame, only 4 seniors on this roster. And their quarterback, their star quarterback at that, who has struggled today handily, is just a junior. So you'll have him back. You'll have a couple of weapons as well. Eugene Collins is one of the seniors that will be gone, but some of those other athletes that you have, like Archie West, who's made a couple good plays today. He's a freshman wearing number 7. Also have Bryce McGraw, who is a junior, who's one of your leading receivers. Short pass on the first down, and incomplete is the jurisdiction on that play. And the running clock has began. Second down and 10 on the 20. Taking one quick look around the home stands, it's definitely emptied out a little bit here in the third quarter, understandably. So, in a lopsided 52-0 game, here is second down and 10. There's a completion that will get a first down as Collins breaks a couple tackles and moves past the 35-yard line. Just a second look at that as he makes a couple men miss and is able to push forward. Good job there by the senior Collins. So move the chains. Just the third time today they've done that. And in motion, it's Collins again. They're looking his way, and another incomplete pass. That is forward motion, so no fumble. Under 10 minutes now with a second down and 10 coming. And I think even in a 52-0 game, obviously, Danville Blue Devil fans, you're going to watch your team no matter what the score is, either way. But what keeps this game entertaining is when Danville gets the football back, they can score very quickly. Their drives have not been long at all here today. It's just been they get the football back and immediately they make a statement. They've made a number of statements here tonight already with the 52 on the scoreboard. 2nd down and 10, throw on the run, out of bounds it will go in Siren Wallace's area. He already has an interception today, that time just out of his reach. In the area for the Titans, though, that was Luke Cassidy, who has really struggled today. Same thing with Bryce McGraw. So both of those guys have really not been able to connect with their star quarterback like they have in previous weeks, and it's just the sheer presence of Danville in their secondary, how well they've been playing today. They already have 2 interceptions. Could they make it a third here on 3rd down and 10? They're going to have to force something. They go short. Here's Collins trying to break a couple tackles. It will be a long way to the 1st down. He is taken out of bounds. Nearly 4 minutes gone here in the 3rd quarter with the running clock. It will be 4th down and 7, and they're going to go for this. You're desperate for a score at this point, Notre Dame, and you're going to take every chance you can get, even on a 4th down in your own territory at this point. 5 wide, 4 on the near side, 3 rushers. And the pass is incomplete, so Danville takes over on downs. They were looking for Luke Cassidy again. There's another drop on his end. And here comes Danville, and we were wondering if we were going to see some of the starters come out, and the answer is no. Nolan Ridgway will be the new quarterback for Danville here in the 2nd half. Ridgway gets the call. He's got a couple of underclassmen with him as well as receiver weapons. Chris Mosier, number 4, already has a touchdown today. That's his first of his career. Also saw number 9 trot out there. Carson Proper, not an underclassman per se. He's a junior, but he'll get some time as well. Both of them out as receivers. Here is the snap from Ridgway. The toss. Hunter Mead had a touchdown last week. Takes a big hit sandwiched between 2 defenders, and he's down inside the 40. Hunter Mead, he loves to get time, and he's not going to shy away from any hit. You saw it right there on your Danville Feed and Supply second look. Took him just 1 carry last week as well to get that touchdown. 1 carry for 20 yards. He just dove his way in to the left pylon, going this direction too. Here's 2nd down and 9 on the gain from Hunter Mead, just 1 yard. Lucas just on top of the left guard. And a flag thrown, and it looks like it will be a false start. See if you can spot the false start. Yep, lean forward there. That will get called on number 70, Wade Nisley. Nisley, the junior, 6'3", 315. That's a good size for an offensive lineman. Especially, I think he's the tackle. Yeah, the tight end to the left. So, yeah, he's the left tackle. It's that time. Just a little early on his jump. He'll get back down in formation. Shotgun formation for the quarterback, Nolan Ridgway. He'll take over next year as Hackman will graduate. Throw across his body is complete. A 1st down for Danville. You know, I'll tell you, I've gotten to watch Danville a lot this year. You've heard me talk about Danville a lot this year as well, and I've really liked what I've seen from Nolan Ridgway. He is going to be very good next year for this Blue Devil squad. And you noticed in this game as well from Nolan Ridgway, they put him at receiver a couple of times too, so he got some regular playing time here in this game. I'm curious if that was just because it's a game against Notre Dame, and that it's not just the case that he got in a little bit later when they started scoring points. He was in for the first drive at receiver. Here's Chris Mosier, already a touchdown today, trying to sweep to the outside. He gets a big gain getting past the first containment. He breaks a couple tackles. He will not go down to the ground. He is knocked out of bounds with a first down. Chris Mosier running with heart here today, and he sees an opportunity to get some playing time next year. He's going to try and take it. Look at all those tackles he broke. 4.5 minutes left, just a drive each here in the third quarter. Two receivers again, Proper and Mosier remains in the game. Mead will go out as a slot. Ridgway all alone. He's got 7 linemen up front. Fake the give to Mosier. Ridgway rolls out of the pocket, throws. He has a wide open man. Ashton Spalding to the end zone. Broken coverage there by Notre Dame, and that will give 58 to Danville, a 2-point conversion away from 6-0. So Ashton Spalding, nobody anywhere near him. Easy catch and an easy trot to checkered grass. Here's the 2-point try to make it 60 tonight. Ridgway takes the snap. He'll give it to Mead, and Hunter Mead gets the 2-point conversion. It is 60-0. Scoring galore from the Danville Blue Devils. They are now at 112 points in this postseason, just through 1 3/4 of play.
Avita Home Health and Hospice is locally owned, locally managed. All of our staff, our board, everybody are members of the local community. Our medical director is a member of our local community and has practiced in Bucyrus for over the last 10 years. When you call in, you're getting a local person. The nurses that you talk to all live, work, and recreate in your community. I mean, I've been doing this for 16 years and I've taken care of 3 generations of some families. We're the hometown people.
New kicker out to take this one, and just like last week, Simon Wallace will kick this one away. He got some air under it, just like last week against Bridgeport. Caught at the 15-yard line. Here comes Notre Dame with the return, and quickly taken down was Archie West.
Archie West on the return. Brought down by Jacob Byers. First and 10 Titans at the 25-yard line.
Titans will try again with 2:31 and counting remaining in the third. So second drive of the second half for Notre Dame. Under center. Haven't seen this very much from the quarterback, Kidry. This will be a handoff and a pretty good gain. The first down will get more as well for Notre Dame. It's their best run tonight. Easily gets the first down. And you see them go to the run game, and that threw off Danville. They haven't done that very much today, Notre Dame. They'll go under center again. It worked the last time. And this time it's swallowed up. Ashton Spalding scored the touchdown on the offensive drive, and that time gets a TFL.
Bryce McGraw on the carry, brought down in the backfield by Kevin Spalding. Loss of 2 on the play, 2nd and 12 from the 40-yard line.
Here's another give and a breakthrough for Notre Dame, breaking to the far side. One man left to get him, and he will get him out of bounds. Good run by Bryce McGraw. Notre Dame cooking something up here this drive. A couple broken tackles up the middle, breaks it to the outside. Good tackle in open space by Bryson Burke to get him out. So that will win another Hangout first down. And quickly, here we go again. Another give, McGraw pushing forward. And it looks like he may have the first down. No. Looks like 2 yards short. I was watching one of the offensive linemen that got launched forward and confused him for McGraw. Looks like we'll have one more play here left in the third quarter. Back to McGraw, the ball goes, and this time it will be a first down. Zeros on the clock, end of the third quarter. Much quicker than the first and second quarters. And that will be a first down when we come back live and free on the OH Report. We'll see you in the fourth.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
"12 minutes of play to go. It is a 60-0 game between Danville and Notre Dame. This is a 1-8 matchup in Division 7, Region 27. And Danville has run the football all over Notre Dame here today, but right now, the Titans doing the same to Danville. They've passed it all game long, and now they're finally resorting to just running it up the middle, and Bryce McGraw's getting them some yardage. He gets them some more here, close to the 10-yard line. He will be taken down. That was first down and 10. Here comes second down and very short. McGraw will go right back to his spot, and I'm sure they're going to go right back to him. It's pretty much been this the whole time. McGraw breaks a couple tackles and now is taken down. Probably didn't even gain anything. So yeah, he's kept short, third down. Here is third down and 1. Back to McGraw. He has the first down and a little bit more. He's maybe close to the 5. And for the first time today, we see Notre Dame with first down and goal. So the shutout streak is in jeopardy here for Danville. This will be the first score given up. Ball is on the ground. Did Notre Dame recover? Yes, they did. Under center and simply just lost it there. Kingery. Danville was almost able to come up on it, but Titans live to see another down. This is second down and goal with them at the 7. Can they get one final stop here today to keep Notre Dame scoreless? Here's the give, and a quick swallow up by the defensive line for Danville. Spalding led the attack. So here comes third down. That's a loss of 1, 3rd and 8.
Third and goal from the 8-yard line.
Shotgun again. We haven't seen this in a bit from Notre Dame. Here's the give again. Oh, no, it's going to be a keeper, in fact. Kingery curls inside the 5, so positive yardage about halfway there. And now we see late flags thrown. See if we can see that extracurricular activity after this tackle. Looks like it's going to be just off camera. And oh, no, right there. There it is. And that right there may keep Notre Dame scoreless today. That's a personal foul. It'll go on the offense, and you cannot have that, especially when you're trying to score a touchdown. Oh, it's on the defense. It'll be both sides, so offsetting penalties here. 4th down and 4 will be the next play.
Offsetting penalties.
I don't think the camera ended up getting what Danville did wrong there. Just saw the Notre Dame retaliation. So going to take the official's word for that there was something that Danville did to prompt that. So 4th down and 4, so no yardage lost or gained on that situation. But the clock continues to roll here. Of course, with a 60-0 lead for Danville, they're trying to keep that 0 on the board against Notre Dame. They have yet to give up a score here in these playoffs. Just 2 games, though. Small sample size, but you want to keep it going. Man in motion. Here is 4th down. Kingery looks towards the end zone. Incomplete. Danville with one final hold, you have to think. Looking for West again. West had a good start to the day, but since those first couple of catches and an interception, hasn't gone his way the rest. So a new set of downs, and Danville takes the football back. Timeout called by Danville, so something was going on there, and Ridgway didn't have the play call yet, and it looked like the play clock was about to die down before he could get over there.
Timeout, Danville, their first of the half.
The clock stops at 6:50. Take one final look across the OH report, see if any games are wrapping up. This one's definitely taking a little longer than probably some of these other ones. So Ottawa-Glandorf is up 14-12 over Shelby. So that would be a 10 upset over 2, and that would be a heartbreaker because that was a game that we were kind of thinking Shelby, if they won, they would potentially have a rematch with Ontario, and now that may never happen because Shelby's trying to come from behind and win against come back and win against Ottawa-Glandorf. So Ontario holding their end of the billing up. They're up 38-7 over Clyde. But actually, the score update that I just got now has Shelby tied with Ottawa-Glandorf. It's 14-14, so that must have just happened. So tie game between number 2 Shelby and number 10 Ottawa-Glandorf. Here's the run out of the timeout for Danville, and that's not going to get much. Braylon Kaufman, the ball carrier, sophomore. Big Walnut in control over Perry, 35-10. Northmore in control against Centerburg, 32-7. And Grandview Heights gave up another field goal to Colonel Crawford. It is now 13-6. Grandview Heights still with the lead. Clock rolls here at Tough Street Stadium under 6 minutes. 2 receivers to the far side as Ridgway gets the play call. He's got Meade to his left hip, sends him in motion. Ball on the 3 here, 2nd down and 11. High snap, and this will go in the end zone, and that is how the shutout ends. I don't know in the NFL if this would be a scoregami or what, but that's a wacky score, 60-2. When's the last time you've seen a game like that? So the safety on the bad snap from Danville gives Notre Dame some points. If you're Notre Dame, you'll take that. And you'll get the ball back, too. So after that chaotic play from the Danville Blue Devils, they will now have to punt away at the 20. And it'll be Siren Wallace to do it. Or actually, in high school, it looks like they're allowed to set this on the ground and kick it from a tee. So that is what Siren Wallace will do. Siren runs up on it. Low driver takes a couple bounces and now collected by the quarterback, Ethan Kingery, who will hold on to the ball. Not going to give it to an official, but he'll get the drive started in a couple moments right there at the 46. All right, so Shane just gave me the score update there for Ottawa Glandorf and Shelby. It looks like there was just a punt to give Shelby the ball back. The Whippets will have a chance to win it with 50 seconds left. They can take it down the field. Oh, it's a third quarter. My mistake, third quarter. So 50 seconds left in the third quarter. Shelby will get the ball back to try and take the lead. Something that they haven't had very much of in that game, because Glandorf pretty much had it the entire first half. .506 and counting here as we'll start this next drive for Notre Dame. Now with points on the board, can they add some more? Under 5 minutes as the snap is taken. Here's the give to McGraw, getting some touches here late. It's what's working for this team as McGraw gets hit hard. Goes right to the turf, and he is shaking it off.
Brought down by Silas Isaac.
He's still down and motioning towards his lower body, and he's just going to sit up a little bit and ask for the trainers. We'll see an injury timeout here. We're going to take a break. Hope McGraw's okay, and come back, give you an update.
Avita Home Health and Hospice is locally owned, locally managed. All of our staff, our board, everybody are members of the local community. Our medical director is a member of our local community and has practiced in Bucyrus for over the last 10 years. When you call in, you're getting a local person. The nurses that you talk to all live, work, and recreate in your community. I mean, I've been doing this for 16 years and I've taken care of 3 generations of some families. We're the hometown people.
This isn't a great sign to see if you're a Notre Dame fan. Bryce McGraw was really getting you some yards here in the second half, and he's off limping now. So that option is now gone, and we hope he's okay. Just a junior. He'll be back next year. He'll be a problem, just as much of a problem, if not more, than he already is offensively. And he's a really good player, really talented, and hate to see that towards the end of a postseason game where the result has been decided, and we're kind of just playing through the motions here the rest of the way. Here's a big completion, big hit as well, as the completion will go to Jackson Stombach.
Pass complete to Jackson Stombach. Good enough for a Titan first down.
So that will move the chains. First down here at Tough Street Stadium. Over at Shelby High School, we just saw something quite interesting during that timeout. I don't remember what the yardage was. It was like 60 to 65 yard touchdown run that you thought was going to be a touchdown, but no. Ottawa Glandorf came from behind and swatted the ball out of his hand at the 1-yard line, forced a fumble and recovered it. Here's a throw down the field that is just missed with Cassidy. But yeah, Shelby, looks like it was a even further 75-yard running play. Whippets got all the way to the 1, just about to score, swatted out of their hands, and Glandorf recovers. They have the ball back in a tie game. A lot of interesting things going on across the OH Report. WMAN helping us out with that broadcast. That will get to the fourth quarter pretty much when this one ends here with 3 minutes to go. So you can go and flip on over to Shelby Ottawa Glandorf at the conclusion of this one. Here's the run by Eugene Collins on 2nd down and 10 after the incompletion on the last play. So this will make it 3rd down. And now we see a timeout called. This will go with Notre Dame. So MVPs today, we're going to go talk with Aiden Burke and Siren Wallace. We'll bring them both up here today. Both of them each with 2 rushing touchdowns early in the game. And both of them now with long rests. They got to rest last week against Bridgeport, and they got right to work today and earned themselves a rest again. This has been fun. 60-2 is a unique score, for sure. Just 4 points ahead of the advantage they were able to build over Bridgeport. But you think about it, that's a 16 seed. This is an 8 seed that handily beat the 9 seed as well. So Danville really overperforming if you just look at that transitive property. Out of the timeout called by Notre Dame, they'll want to set things up and try and get this 3rd down and 7 as the ball is on the Danville 35. They want to try and get a touchdown. They don't want to settle for just a safety that Danville gave them on a long snap over the back of the end zone. Throw down the field, nearly intercepted. That would have been quite the catch from Bryson Burke. But not able to come up with it. Neither was Notre Dame, so 4th down and long. .210 to go and counting for Notre Dame on 4th down and 7. Here's the snap. Could be the final offensive snap of the season. No, actually, no, yeah, it will be. So incomplete. I thought he was going to be able to make the catch, but as he got hit, it fell out, and that just sums up the night that Cassidy has had. Just a rough day for the junior. Fortunately, this won't be the end for him, so he'll have a chance next year to kind of sit on this. But a rough performance from some of the receivers here today for Notre Dame, and Danville will take a timeout and talk things over with 1:47 to go, as a couple of runs and this one will be over. Reading Facebook comments, want to say thank you to all of you for the thank yous in the comments. Thank you to Deb, Beth, and Connie and Dean. And this won't be it for us. We'll be following Danville the rest of the way. Of course, that means we won't be here at Tough Street Stadium, but it does mean we're going to make some memories elsewhere. So Steubenville, Catholic Central, I haven't seen the score of that game, but they're the higher seed in that matchup for who Danville will play next. So if that game does end up going to Steubenville Catholic Central, as we'll see this Danville snap and get to that point here in a moment, as we see moving forward, Aiden Burke, for some reason, is still in the game, and he breaks through the second level and nearly gets past the secondary and gets into enemy territory. So there's a first down for Aiden Burke. Just trying to pad up the stats here late in the game with 1:16 and counting to go. But yeah, so if Steubenville Catholic Central ends up winning, and I was looking at some of the sites where it could potentially be have that neutral site game. It's like in New Philadelphia, Zanesville, Uricksville, all solid options. Just depends on the facilities and what the OHSAA decides to do and what both schools, districts decide to do. As now we see victory formation finally, and with 45 seconds left, see if they need another snap here. And no, it looks like they won't. And don't necessarily need it, but I think they're just going to do it anyways. And yep, they will. So Hackman takes the knee, and this one's officially in the books. Danville outscoring their first two postseason opponents, 112-2. Blue Devils win tonight, 60-2 against number 8 Notre Dame. We'll see who their next opponent is coming up in the post-game show. Stick with us live and free on the OH Report.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Time now for your players of the game, brought to you by Panchos Tacos here at Danville High School. And we've got two guys here, Aiden Burke and Siren Wallace. This was a rushing attack, not just from you two with the 4 touchdowns, but pretty much everybody else on your team just able to break through that run defense. What did you guys see this week in scouting report, and just what did you do in practice to kind of see that you could take advantage of a team like this?
Our offensive line did a really good job at following their game plan for tonight. It was block the blitz. They didn't really load the box as much as we thought they would, but we just capitalized off it and had a good game.
Yeah, so both of you have been really involved in the running offense, and I think I've talked to you both individually before and asked you like how it feels to kind of have someone so different from you, but now I get to ask you both that in each other's faces, so it can kind of take turns. What was it like kind of playing with your counterpart next to you?
It's nice, just getting a break because I'm a little bit of a bigger of a guy and I'm just running through people. And hey, sometimes tonight I thought I ran pretty fast for a boom guy.
Yeah, I was. You were.
Yeah,
you were flying. I don't know why you were even in there at the end, stacking up some yards.
Yeah, it was the senior thing.
What about you, Cyrus?
Yeah, it's good. He wears down defense, and I just come in and run around.
Yeah, that's awesome. So big win for you guys here today. You move on, and of course, can you speak on behalf of all the seniors, Aiden, just how it feels to play here for one final time at Tough Street?
It's great. I mean, it's a great feeling. Everyone wants this feeling, and we're just lucky enough to get it. We had awesome coaches. This is three years in a row that we've won 10 straight games as a Danville Blue Devil, which is awesome. Great way to end it.
Yeah, well, congratulations to both of you. And Siren, we'll start with you first. Just give a couple shout-outs on the OH Report.
Shout out to all the seniors here playing the last game. Shout out to our coaches, always putting together a good game plan. And shout out to you guys for always filming the games and just making everything great.
Appreciate it. How about you?
I want to shout out my family and Coach Colpy. Couldn't have done it without him.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Boom and Zoom with us. I'm glad I'm hearing it starting to stick a little bit just for a couple more weeks with Aiden here. So thank you for being with us.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up.
Time now for your post-game show to wrap things up here from Tough Street Stadium. Jonathon Langdon, Shane Young, your camera operator today. 60-2, that's a fun score. Don't see that very often. And Notre Dame able to get on the board with a safety on a bad snap from Danville with towards the end of that one. But the Blue Devils really put it on this team. They scored 30 points in the first quarter, and it was all from that rushing attack. We talked to a couple of them here upstairs just a couple moments ago, Siren Wallace and Aiden Burke. So gotta love what you see from Danville, and it's just going to keep on rolling. Of course, this is the final time they're going to be playing here at Tough Street Stadium. Field was pristine the last couple of weeks. They really outdid themselves with the center field logo that wasn't there at the regular season. Also the checkered grass on each side in the end zones. So great field, great stadium, and really tough place to play at Tough Street. So now Danville will leave their home and will have to do the rest on the road, and it'll be interesting to see where they end up after seeing who wins that other game going on the other side of the bracket. So exciting things to come for the Danville Blue Devils, the #1 seed in this region, and there's still a chance for them to make it all the way to the Final Four. It's a favorable region for the Danville Blue Devils. Can they finish it out? You're going to see it all live and free on the OH Report very, very soon. Thank you for being with us. That's going to do it for our broadcast. Make sure to tune in tonight. We have Friday Night Pigskin at 11:30-ish to break down all the scores in the area, and you'll see your sponsors for this and the rest of the broadcast coming up, rolling through your screen one final time. We'll see you next time on the OH Report.